Alright, so today I'm just gonna be doing, standard tier list. Here I've got all the tiers, and I think it'll be pretty self-explanatory. I don't think I'm gonna have to justify my reasoning for a lot of my placements, so... yeah, this is basically just... It's not really a tier list, because I feel like all identities have their own, category, right? So it's really just, grouping the IDs, and maybe I'll say some stuff about, oh, I think this one's best, etc., etc. But really, the categories aren't going to be ranked, or, ordered, because I think that'd be a bit of a headache. So... yeah, I'm just sort of getting the tier list set up right now, doing, the obvious picks, obviously. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go through this pretty quickly, I think, since, as I said before, most of my picks are probably self-explanatory. Yeah, like you see, I just want to say that I do think that Song Sinclair is probably one of the better Don Quixote. I'd say top 2, if not top 1, Don Quixotes. Yeah, I think Liu Gregor is just Gregor. Liu Honglu though is definitely Rodion. Liu Ishmael is Ishmael, and Liu Ryoshu is Ryoshu. But I think Liu Rodia is actually Ishmael. 70 Song is, I would say, yeah, I'd say 70 Songs are first Faust. Same with 7 Ryoshu, actually, might be a hot take there. Because I know most people probably think of 7 Ryoshu as maybe more like a Yi Song, but I think she's a Faust. 7 Udis isn't Udis though. 7 Heathcliff is definitely a Gregor. Same with 7 Faust. And, while we're doing Gregors, might as well get out of the way. W Corp Yi Song is also a Gregor. Diechi Rodia, however, is a Rodion. And Diechi Yi Song is a Merceau. Diechi Honglu is definitely a Honglu though, for sure. Ufi Heathcliff, I've been saying this since he came out. Ufi Heathcliff is a Yi Song. No, and Dark Corp Heathcliff is obviously a Don Quixote. That should go without saying. Probably didn't need to say anything there. Dark Corp Ishmael is an Ishmael. Dark Corp Merceau is definitely a Don Quixote though. W Corp Faust, yeah, W Corp Faust is a Merceau for sure. W Corp Don Quixote is W Corp Don Quixote is a Heathcliff, where W Corp Merceau is a Faust, yeah. W Corp Honglu is a Honglu. W Corp Ryoshu is a Ryoshu. Kurokumo Honglu is a Honglu. Kurokumo Rodion is a Rodion. Kurokumo, yeah, that's a Ryoshu. That's a Faust. Blade Lineage Udis is a Ryoshu. Blade Lineage Sinclair is a Rodion. Blade Lineage Yi Song is a Yi Song. Blade Lineage Dawn's an Udis. Blade Lineage Faust is a Faust. Blade Lineage Merceau, yeah, I think is a Merceau, but he's pretty unique, I'd say. LCCB Ishmael is also an Ishmael, whereas LCCB Rodion is a Faust. LCCB Ryoshu, I feel, is a bit, LCCB Ryoshu is a bit tricky. I think she's a Ryoshu, though. G Corp Udis is definitely an Udis, for sure, and G Corp Gregor is a Gregor. Lob Corp Faust is a Don Quixote. Mariachi Sinclair is definitely Sinclair. Ting Tang is 100% a Ryoshu, and that's definitely a Rodion. N Corp Merceau is a Merceau. N Corp Heathcliff is definitely a Faust. The One Who Shall Grip Faust is definitely a Faust. N Corp Dawn, that's Merceau. That's a Sinclair right there. RB Sous Chef Gregor is a Faust. Yeah, it's a Ryoshu. Rose Spanner Merceau is a Merceau. That's a Honglu. Rose Spanner Rodia is a Honglu. I think everybody agrees on that one. I don't think I need to... Most of the ones that I've been doing recently, I don't think I need to explain, so I've just been going through them quickly. Rose Spanner Gregor's a Gregor, right? No contest there. Sunshower Heathcliff is a Heathcliff. Spice Bush Yi Song is a Yi Song. Slashing Ishmael is a Merceau. Talisman Sinclair is a Gregor. K-Corp Honglu is a Honglu. Molar Office. Molar Office Yi-Song. Yeah, I think Molar Office Yi-Song's a Yi-Song. Molar Office Udis, though, that's a Rodion. Boatworks Sinclair is Boatworks Sinclair for sure. That's Sinclair. Molar Boatworks Ishmael is Ishmael. Prager is a Yi-Song. Okay, yeah, these are both Heathcliffs. That's a Honglu. If I've ever seen a Honglu, that's a Honglu. That's a Heathcliff. And Ahab Ishmael's a Ryoshu. That one might be a little bit controversial, but I think Ahab Ishmael is easily a Ryoshu. At least that's how I see it. Dead Rabbit's Merceau could either be a Gregor or a Heathcliff. I think he's a Gregor. The Butler Udis is definitely an Udis. Butler Faust is definitely an Ishmael. Edgar Gregor. Now, okay, this one might be a little bit controversial. Some people might think he's got a little bit of Ryoshu in him, or some people might also say like, oh, he's kind of like an Ishmael type. I think, or maybe even a Heathcliff, but I think he's an Udis. The Maid Ishmael is definitely a Don Quixote. Now this one's tricky because I feel like Butler Ryoshu is a Ryoshu, but she's also a Don Quixote. But I think she's more Ryoshu, so I'm gonna put her in Ryoshu instead of Don Quixote. But just know that I think she's sort of like a hybrid. Yeah, both the ring IDs are easily Honglus. Ring Yi-Song is probably the best Honglu in the game. That might be. I don't think it's controversial. I think that's probably pretty agreed upon. Hook Office Honglu is a Don Quixote. Yeah, I think Eurodivi Ryoshu is a Ryoshu, and Eurodivi Honglu is a Ishmael. Regret Faust. Okay, this might be controversial. Regret Faust is a Merceau, not a Faust. That might ruffle some feathers. I'm sorry, I had to say it. Yeah, Lantern Dawn is definitely a Gregor. And Magic Bullet Udis is clearly a Yi-Song, right? Like, I'm not crazy for that one. And lastly, Dawn Office Fixer Sinclair is a Sinclair. I think that's pretty clear. Alright, well, I think that was my Sinner ID, like, categorization tier list type thing. If you agree, comment down below. If you disagree, comment down below. I like getting comments, it's fun. And with that, I guess I'll see you in the next one.